What's up, Power Painters? Taylor Payton coming to you today with the first ever Power Painters vlog. So, I wanted to start doing vlogs because I feel like it's just kind of part of the YouTube thing and something I really wanted to experiment with for a little while. It is currently a cold, gray, wet Minnesota day, and weird things are happening with cars. Wasn't that interesting though. Anyway, so I'm walking to the convenience store to buy an overpriced drink because that's how I roll, I suppose, and I wanted to wax a little bit about some things that are going to be going on with the channel. So in essence, I see myself mainly as an artist, but I also, as I mentioned several times, do music. I also read a lot about entrepreneurship. And lastly, that I also do acting and modeling. So all these things have kind of split my attention for the past 3.5, I don't know, even more than that in some cases, years. And God, there's gonna be a lot of traffic. I'm gonna continue this one after all the traffic passes. Okay, so I made it to the BP and I didn't die. I'm gonna get a drink and then we'll continue the vlog experience. Alright, so traffic calmed down a little bit and I got my overpriced beverage. We will return to the topic at hand. So essentially what I was getting at is that there are many things that I like to do, and I feel as though pigeonholing myself into any one of them is very hard for me. I get very emotionally distressed if I do one thing for too long, and it just feels like the other skills are atrophying, and this has bothered me for a while, and I've been trying to solve this issue, this problem. And I feel like as of lately, I've been able to chip away at some of the more interesting aspects of it, like having to, gotta cross the street, like having to take a job versus freelancing, and then once I actually get to the point of freelance, I get really demotivated. I like personal work a lot. I'm very personally motivated. I like to provide value to people directly. I don't really like to utilize art for freelance. And that's something I've had to come to terms with over the past 3 years, because I've built up a lot of returning clients. I've had some really good experiences, but on the whole, I realize it's not for me. And so as I begin to move into another direction, my goal has been to grow this YouTube channel and sort of build an online following where I'm providing tons of value to those of you who are watching stuff like this, not just through Power Painters courses or videos, but just like content in general and things that transcend even art. But in essence, I feel like I've tried a lot of jobs and most of them just weren't for me. I have a very individualistic expression, and I want to create my own platform and find ways to build revenue streams around that. And I'd like to document that process because I haven't quite 100% succeeded yet. I've done pretty okay with Power Painters, with just the sort of sporadic effort I've put into it. And I've also done pretty well in terms of freelance and modeling and acting. Modeling and acting pays on the usual much better than a lot of the freelance gigs I picked up. When I was in studio, I did get $1,000 a week, which was nice, but that was a temporary contract, and I didn't really enjoy my time there. It wasn't the employees, wasn't any of that. The 9 to 5, I just can't do it. I'm not built for it. And I think that that's something we all have to come to terms with, is that you have these innate things that seem to be encoded in your very DNA. They are just brought into this existence with you, and you have to sort of honor those. And so as I try to parse down my interests and juggle all these skills I want to build and ways of creative expression that I wish to embody, it comes down to things like figuring out, how can I optimize my health? How can I optimize my wealth? How can I still build a legacy? How can I still use the things that I'm interested in and bring a lot of value to people so it's not just masturbatory, right? Because we all want to actually do some good. We all want to do more than just distract people. I don't know, like, I think that most of this comes from really wanting to not only find a way to feel fulfilled creatively and have the time to learn and practice skills and move toward mastery, but to share that journey. And so, even though this is sort of a sloppy first vlog, I'd really like to just take the time to thank each and every one of you for watching the channel. And this is something a little bit different. I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know, in the comment box, what are some things you struggle with creatively or have had a hard time overcoming. And I'd like to kind of make this portion, or if I could decide to continue vlogs as a little experiment, to sort of address some of those things and make sure we're building more of a community as opposed to just me talking at you guys. So I'd really like to start building that portion, just because I feel like it's not just about me. Even though I know my motivation is very much generated and radiated from myself, I don't really want to build things up egotistically. I'd rather have a wholesome sort of balance, equanimity between like I said, the stuff that I need to fuel my soul and the things I can do to stoke the fire within yours. So however I can do that, however this is going to work out, I don't quite know yet, but I know that it's important to take action. I know it's important to take every opportunity to learn and grow and try and optimize one's existence and still, like I said, pay it forward to those who can potentially help more people, because that's how humanity, I think, can continue to build upon itself, is doing things that endow and empower people and still allow for that fulfillment. So I guess this is a good point to end the vlog. Like I said, super appreciative you guys watch all this stuff. If you want to up your drawing abilities, here's a little piece. I don't have any recorded footage of it though, except for on my Instagram. You can go to the link in the description box where I will have the Power Painters Gumroad store and all that fun stuff. Shameless plug. But yeah, again, this is just a little experiment. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to continue these. However, it was fun to give it a shot. So we'll see how the feedback goes. I'm not afraid to fail, and I'll just keep moving forward. And hopefully you get something from this and from these as I continue to provide content and figure out how all this is going to work. Because like I said, I only know somewhat what I'm doing. It's all an ongoing process. Thanks for watching. This is Taylor Payton. I'll see you in the next video on Thursday. I hope you have a creative week, and take care.